morning, good afternoon, good evening, or even good night, dear Inner Wheel friends. My name is Marlies. I'm from Inner Wheel Club Tilburg-Triborg and member of the Orange the World Unite team. And today, moderator of this Zoom. We are going to talk about the aim of Orange the World, our power to unite, inspiration, tools and plans for Orange the World 25. As a moderator, the housekeeping announcements are part of my duty, so let's start with that. As you all agreed upon by logging in, this Zoom is being recorded. It would be great if you all could add your country to your name next to your picture. This can be done by clicking on those three dots and clicking rename, and then adding your country to your name. This way we can all see how global our Orange interest already is today. Please leave your microphones off, stay muted to avoid any background noises. And if you have any questions, any comments, anything you'd like to add, please share them today in the chat of this Zoom. We will try to answer them during the Q&A session at the end of the Zoom. Now, so far for the announcements. Welcome all Inner Wheel members from around the world. I'd like to give a very special welcome to our Executive Committee, Board Directors and National Representatives, because the support of them is essential for the Orange impact we can make. As most of you know, Orange the World started at the United Nations and inspired Inner Wheel to where we are now. And today, the director of UN Women Netherlands is joining us for our inspirational Zoom. So Marije Cornelissen, welcome. Now it's time to start our global Inner Wheel Orange the World Unite Zoom. So it's now with pleasure that I would like to give the word to our International Inner Wheel President, Kay Moorland.
Do we have the Director of UN Women in the Netherlands with us?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'd just like to welcome her anyway officially and thank her so very much for being so supportive with helping us do our Inner Wheel Orange the World campaign. I understand she's a woman behind us being able to use the orange handprint logo, which was well featured in last year's campaign. So thank you very much for that. It's wonderful to see so many members invested in this initiative. Last November, December, as you know, we made a significant impact worldwide with our support of the UN's Unite to End Violence Against Women campaign. During the 16 days of activism from November 26th, International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, to the 10th of December, International Human Rights Day, Inner Wheel members raised awareness by oranging the world. The colour orange symbolising a bright future free from violence against women and girls. Some members raised awareness by walking or running, wearing orange and carrying orange banners. Some by simply wearing orange or creating orange banners. Some members worked with their community leaders to bathe buildings and landmarks in orange, as we saw just before. And in some cases, members painted their hands orange, and we've seen that too. Inner Wheel members did all of this to highlight the need for action to end violence against women and girls. But it seems the incidence of offending, it has not diminished. There's so much more to be done. We've come too far to stop now. In fact, I like to think that as the largest women's voluntary service organisation in the world, we are just getting started. So this year, I encourage all members, all clubs and districts to continue to work to raise awareness, to lead the charge for social change so that any form of gender-based violence is considered simply unacceptable the world over. As we know, gender-based violence is not always physical. It can also be mental, financial or emotional. all of which leave a lasting impact on the victim. One of the fastest growing forms of abuse is digital violence against women and girls. This year's campaign is also a reminder that digital safety is central to gender equality. I'm a firm believer that the perpetrator of violence against a woman or a girl thinks their behaviour is acceptable. Some believe it's their right. I believe this is learned behaviour, and the incidents of violence will continue to grow unless we, as a society, educate girls and boys alike that they are equals. They have equal rights, and this behaviour from anyone is simply not acceptable. As members of Inniwill across the globe, we are perfectly positioned to lead the way in a fight against gender-based violence by promoting the education of children in their schools, in their social groups, and in their clubs, by teaching girls and women how to manage domestic conflict, and by educating men and boys about human rights and equality. My fervent wish is that our Inniwill emblem be synonymous with the campaign to drive change in the fight against gender-based violence in all its forms. There is indeed much work to be done, and thanks to the UN's Unite to End Violence Against Women and Girls campaign, we, the members of Inniwill, have a platform that affords us the opportunity to make a difference. Violence against women is not inevitable. It can and must be stopped. So join us to take action during the 16-day Orange the World campaign. Let's all step up and lead by example. Let's all unite in action, because her safety is our priority. Let's orange the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kay. Thank you. Thank you for joining and introducing Orange the World. Thank you for emphasizing that violence against women and girls is unacceptable. Yes, we all need to step up together to make the orange difference. For this next phase, for this next year, we really need to step up together to create some orange impact. And for this to do, we need our power to unite. And that brings us to the topic of our next speaker, Anita Meerdink. Anita is the coordinator of our Inniwill Unite team to end violence against women and girls. And she's member of Inniwill Club Zeeuws-Vlaanderen. And now I would like to give the word to Anita. Anita, please unmute yourself.
Yes,
Go
well,
ahead.
thank you very much, Marlies, and welcome, dear friends, also from me. And yes, Marlies, as said, I will explain shortly what Orange the World is and what the aim of our activities is. Orange the World is the United Nations campaign to end violence against women and runs every year from the 25th of November, which is the International Day to End Violence Against Women, until December 10th, the International Day for Human Rights, called the 16 Days of Action. Orange the World is an awareness campaign, a hopeful and connecting campaign, coordinated by UN Women. Violence against women is a violation of human rights. As you all know, Inniwill holds a consultative status with various UN commissions, including on the Commission of the Status of Women and the Commission for the Rights of the Child. During a Zoom, Sea Gregor, one of our Inniwill UN representatives, explained members that raising awareness could contribute to her work for the United Nations. United means working together. The United Nations state that violence against women and girls needs to be eliminated by 2030. Every woman, every child has the right to safety, opportunities, and a life free from violence. At Inniwill, we are wholeheartedly committed to this cause, not only through practical projects and fundraising throughout the years, but now also by raising awareness. And during the 16 days of action, we shine a brighter light on the issues that often stay hidden We aim, so that's our goal, to inspire a change, to start a shift in mindset that helps us recognize what can happen without us even noticing, to make the invisible visible, and with that, be part of the solution. Also, we aim to show solidarity with the victims, with the message, you are not alone. Your safety is our priority. The problem, my friends, is enormous and even getting bigger in today's, for many people, uncertain world. Globally, 1 in 3 women experience physical or sexual violence in their lives. Think about women around you. Think about your daughters, your granddaughters, friends, neighbors. 3 in 5 killed women are murdered by family or partner. Femicide, a global crisis, as UN Women states. The shame women and girls feel is enormous. There is a huge taboo to talk about the situation these women and girls are in. A lot has happened and a lot of suffering already took place before victims start to talk. And that is so incredibly sad because the shame is on the wrong person. But the shame is also caused by the reactions they get. Why were you in the street that late? Why were you wearing such a short skirt? And why are you still with him? Etc., etc. And honestly, before I was thinking more about the subject, I sometimes thought the same. But now I realize it's the upside down reasoning. It's so wrong because walking in the street late and wearing a short skirt are no reasons for violation. And then we have intergenerational transmission. Children raised in a family where violence is happening, they will think it's normal, take it with them their whole lives, and sometimes even become violators themselves. These facts make us almost give up hope we will ever be able to end this by 2030. But if we learn how to signal violence, if we learn how to react, listen, talk, break taboos, and address boundary crossing behavior, we all can be part of the solution. Start a ripple effect. Start small and become bigger, like we are doing now in this meeting. And the good news is we can all do that. As a woman, as a man, as a mother, as a father, as an Inner Wheel member, because we need everybody to work together to battle this crisis. This is not a women's problem. This is a problem of society, because in the most cases, men are the violators, but most men are not violators. And those men we need. We need them as role models. We need them to talk with other men, boys, address, to make aware and explain. Inner Wheel encourages collaboration with UN Women and with local and national partners. Through our joint efforts, we will make the world a safer and better place for women and girls. So do take part in this initiative. We need you. Please raise awareness and be aware of the solution. Be part of the solution. The orange in Orange the World stands for sunrise, a new day with hope on a day without violence against women and girls. Last year, in 2024, for the first time, Inner Wheel picked up the Orange the World campaign all over the world. Everywhere, clubs participated during the 16 days of action. At the end, we will show the film Sandra has composed from all these activities, or actually from a selection of all the activities. But dear friends, let's make our impact even bigger this year. Because never, ever forget the impact you have as a woman, a friend, an Inner Wheel member, an Inner Wheel club. Imagine what will happen when we all work together. Thank you very, very much for your attention. And I am so looking forward to all your activities. And please do ask us if we, the Unite team, can assist you with anything. We are there for you. So I am done with my part. I'm giving back the screen to Marlies.
I was saying, thank you, Anita, for explaining that we can be part of the solution by creating awareness and hope. We have the power to unite in action. And I know we can unite in action because Inner Wheel showed that last year. Amazing how many orange things were organized by Inner Wheel all over the world. I think this is a good moment, Yeok-san, if you could start the video of the activities of Orange the World 24. Thank you. Yeah, you've all seen it now that yes, we really can unite in action. It's so amazing how many things we pulled out last year for Orange the World with our Inner Wheel clubs around the world. Our next speaker will give a brief overview of some different type of activities from last year for inspiration for you all for next year. I'd like to welcome Carina Thompson from Inner Wheel Club Helmstad and member of our Unite team. Carina, please unmute yourself.
Here I am. Good morning, everybody. Will somebody start my PowerPoint or shall I start it? Oh, Joost is perfect. Thank you, Joost. Hello, my dear Inner Wheel friends from all over the world. You have already just right now seen the impressive video our friend Sandra put together after the many activities last year. A truly inspiring variety of activities and ideas was on display. Once again, a heartfelt thank you to all of our friends near and far who were so motivated to get to work in the short time we had to prepare for last year's campaign. Let's now divide the various activity and ideas into different categories so that new Inner Wheel friends can get an overview of what was achieved in the past. By the way, I saw a question here in this chat. You can find this video on YouTube. Just go get in and write down Inner Wheel Orange the World, and you will find different kind of videos, and this video will be there and you can download it. So let's go to education. As you all know, education is the foundation for women's and girls' future. Many clubs went to schools and universities and other gatherings to raise awareness about this serious issue. You see, also old men were taught at this time. The aim was to draw attention to abuse and talk about ways to protect women and girls. Even local officers were involved in creating awareness around safety for women and girls. Self-defense courses for women and girls were also initiated and conducted. In a variety of ways, mostly in orange clothing, there were walks in cities, parks, and shopping malls. Rituals with candles, lanterns, and even huge billboards at prominent places and intersections were held, with action stands and information desks. We got in contact with people passing by. Buildings, statues, and landmarks were illuminated in orange. Flags of the UN Women campaign were raised, and shop windows were decorated with our theme wonderfully. In the Netherlands, women were asked to mark unsafe places in their city. I think this is a very great idea, and we should think about that because we can get in contact with the governmental people and police to talk about these places then. Let's go to our products. Stickers with emergency numbers and bags with slogans and information were distributed. Clubs showed up with orange t-shirts, gloves, bracelets, and lanterns. Even an empathy board game was created in India. Isn't that not a fantastic idea? Thank you all for these great ideas. There was coverage on TV in some Inner Wheel countries. Can you imagine? Inner Wheel on air. I say, hooray. Some of you may remember that our Inner Wheel friends from Kuala Lumpur managed to get the influencer star Uncle Roger to participate in the campaign at his orange restaurant. Numerous Numerous reports in print and on social media attracted attention, and our international WhatsApp group showcased the enthusiasm and creativity of all our Inner Wheel friends worldwide. Let us now start to raise awareness even more this year and show our great support and empathy to those affected. Thank you all.
Thank you, Carina. Thanks for picking up that question in the chat. Please continue sharing questions in the chat of this Zoom. Mark it with a question mark, so it's slightly easier for us to pick them up. We can also share the link of the video once more in the WhatsApp group. Thank you, Carina, for showing examples of Orange the World 24. Education, action, products, media. There are so many ideas, so many activities. It really makes me, when I see this all, it makes me proud to be a member of Inner Wheel. For making this difference, we need to share information and we need to share inspiration. We need tools for doing that all together to make sure we have a worldwide organization going for it. So this leads to our next subject about web page and WhatsApp groups. I'd like to introduce Joost Monen. He's member of Inner Wheel Club Lelystad. He's our Inner Wheel Orange the World webmaster and member of our Unite team. Joost, please go ahead.
Well, hello everybody. I'll start sharing my screen. I will give you some information about where to find materials that you can use in your own campaigns run by your own clubs. First of all, the website. The easy to remember link to the website is IW for Inner Wheel -Orange the World. And that will lead you to this website. If you click on the menu on the top and click the How to 2025 campaign, it will show you this page. It will give you some QR codes to additional resources to the WhatsApp group. And there are download sections where you can find the different logos and materials that you can use to make your own products that you can use in the campaign. For instance, the official logo from the UN, the Inner Wheel logo, Unite in Action, Her Safety, Our Priority, and the slogan and other materials. Just have a look around on the website. We supply it in different languages, and you can also use Google Translate to translate it in yet other languages. Then we also have a WhatsApp group. It's actually a community, so it's two groups. There is a chatty group. The chatty group, everybody that takes part in the chatty group can put messages in, so you can share your own campaigns, you can share pictures, you can respond to things. And for members that think that is too much, that's an overload of information, you can join the quiet group instead. The quiet group will only have announcements that are made by the Inner Wheel Orange the World team. So, for instance, when there are Zooms or there are worldwide activities in which you can take part. So remember, there's a chatty group, you can all share whatever you want, and there's a quiet group for people that don't want messages all day long. Also, on the top of the WhatsApp group, if you click on the title of the group name, it will give you this second screen, and there's a View More button. If you click View More, it will show you the links to the website and other resources, to the email address that you can use to ask questions and ask for more information if required. And on the top of the pages, we will sometimes pin messages, because especially in the chatty group, things roll off the screen very quickly because many people are putting in messages and pictures. during the campaign. The Orange the World worldwide team will put messages that are important. For instance, the links to Zooms. We will pin them on the top of the page, and if you click it, it will show the message. So that way it doesn't scroll away. You don't have to go looking for it. Well, that was what I wanted to share with you all now. Please have a look on the website, and I think most of it is self-explanatory. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Joost. Thank you for showing us where we can find information on the website and in the app groups. There's plenty more information to discover, so feel free to browse around and get inspired. And I saw a question in the chat that was around if we can work together with other groups. Of course, with everything. The more people that participate, the better. We can work together with other organizations, clubs or groups. I mean, all the attention for Orange the World makes the impact only bigger, doesn't it?
Yes, and in the chat, Marije Cornelissen, the director of UN Women, also put some countries where they have a very active UN women who would like to cooperate with our clubs as well. So check that. I made a screenshot so we can also put that on the webpage later. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Anita. And we can share that text and link as well in the WhatsApp group, so people can find it easily. Now it's time for our Orange the World 2025 plans. This topic will be covered by Yoxan Cheng from Inner Wheel Club Ipoh East. She's our current Inner Wheel webmaster and member of our Orange the World Unite team. Yoxan, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, Marlies, and hello everyone. I'm going to share with you my screen just to start off. Excuse my voice, I have had a sore throat for the last 2-3 weeks already, and just recovering. Okay, so my name is Yoxan, as Marlies has introduced, and I am an Inner Wheel member. Like all of you in Inner Wheel, I am a volunteer. So I'm stepping up today to ask your club, your district, your national governing body to join me in the 16 days of Orange the World. The time is now. Let us make every day count in the fight against violence towards women and girls. Now, this is our mission. Follow me and make this pledge. We are Inner Wheel. We pledge to unite globally in action for 16 days of Orange the World. We believe that where there is action, there will be a brighter future beyond the 16 days. That's our mission. So our mission is aligned with International Inner Wheel Team of 25-26. Under the international team, President K exhorts us to be leaders in promoting compassion, empathy, tolerance, and harmony. Our mission is also aligned under the International Social Project team, in which we are committed to a future of positive impact for the world. So, the slogan, her safety, our priority. All of you are welcome to use this logo. And it is designed by the team member, Sandra. She was also our former editor, media manager. Let it be real and true that one day soon, women and girls are safe. Safe in their own homes, safe in the workplace, safe to walk around in busy or quiet places. Safe so that we need not tell any more stories of the big bad wolf. Now, many of us have heard of the story of Little Red Riding Hood. There are versions of it. In 1697, a version by Charles Perrault, ends with a wolf eating both Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother with no happy ending. It was an era where women and girls are not to be seen or heard because the wolf is free to prowl. In 1812, there was a version by the Brothers Grimm. The woodsman hunter saves Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. Now that story, that version, introduces the idea that some men can be predators, but others can be protectors, giving us hope and the scope of redemption. Now, what is our 21st century version? I leave that to you. That's the story that we have a part to play to write for the future generation. Now, the big action for InnoWheel members in Orange the World is an awareness walk or run. Launch it on the first day, 25th November 2025, preferably 2025, November 25th, and do it in your locality. Now, the first day is, well, if you do it on the first day or whatever day, you need to do planning, impact, you find collaboration. But I've said all this already before in an introductory video on Zoom on the 25th of February. So I'm not going to talk again. I'm just going to replay that. It's on the YouTube channel, by the way, on IIW YouTube channel. Okay, let me share that screen. Yeah. Now, InnoWheel and friends in Benin, West Africa, they reported to us that they walked united against violence for women and girls. This is just a snippet, not a lot, but you can imagine, isn't it? You can feel that it's orange, it's an orange energy. You can see the spectators paying attention. You can't take your eyes away from such a thing. And you can hear them cry out. So that's Benin. Now, these are inspirational actions. And look at this one. It's all over the world. These are what our team received. And with this, you inspired us to plan for 2025. It's all because you could do it. So here we are. We will do an awareness walk or run on 25th November 2025. The InnoWheel districts, clubs, national governing bodies, you all have excellent capabilities. I think you've proven it already. Fantastic work teams, fantastic effort you can put in. Brains and your ideas are always flowing. You have creativity. So you can combine all your resources and efforts. You can organize and network successfully. We saw it. It's working. You can do it. And you can now plan ahead for 2025. We have more time than we did for 2024. So we all did well, and we will excel, right? We will excel in 2025. Now, there's only one objective: end violence against women and girls. The main aim now, what we do in action, is to spread awareness. When the need is great, the will be strongest. And you know that the need is great. Women facing violence is a no-no. We cannot accept such a thing in our society. It's not safe. So what you have to do in your action is fix that date. Unite for a global impact. Fix 25th November 2025. Tell this to your clubs, your districts. Tell this to your national governing body. Have some action taken. Then what you do is you power up a team. You find collaborators, people who are interested, people who are passionate. Pick a location and a route. Then you get set, prepare, and you can go. Well, how do you get set? You probably have to think about a lot of things, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Workflow, finance and sponsors, what promotions you might want to do. Maybe you want to do registrations, logistics, the usual thing whenever you organize anything. So, yes. So here are a few sample tips and suggestions for organizing. Just a few, yeah, not much here. For example, you can think about location. Maybe choose an open space with easy parking. You know that when you're gathering people, everybody might come in a car, not that everybody will carpool. And even if that's the case, it's a big party, so find a place that has easy parking. If necessary, you might have to apply for permits to the local authority. What this Spoleto did, they had it with the police. Collaboration is encouraged. For example, you can collaborate with your council, with the police, women's shelter, sports clubs, fitness centers, local councils, other service clubs, like what Spoleto did was to bring in Rotaract members, the young people. Now, this is a suggestion. For longer routes, you might want to break it up into stops or stations. Remember, what we're doing is not really a run or a walk. The run or a walk is just the method. What we want to do is to spread awareness. So maybe if it's a long route, you break it up into stops and stations, have an info sharing activity. You can have quizzes. You can maybe, one of our, I've forgotten where, but what they did was they have a map. And on a map, you can ask people who are walking there to that station to mark on a map unsafe locations of that locality. That would be a helpful result. And of all these things, you can also download artwork, templates, PR materials from our Inner Wheel Orange the World website. Okay, so that was for the plan for 2025. So what I said was we are going to do a walk. We have got feedback since February when I gave that talk. Some clubs are saying that if maybe they can't do on 25th November. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Do it on any day that you think is okay. But then the next thing that we want to do is to show the world, isn't it? Show the world that Inner Wheel is a power, is a force. So what do we do? How do we get there? That's where this Inner Wheel Unite team comes in to help expand that idea. Now, we want to collect the information of participation. And to do so, we need you to fill a form. And this is a Google form. We will share this Google form link with you all later. It can be in this chat group, or we will put it in the WhatsApp group that we have for Orange the World. Now, when you fill out this form, let me show you what it might look like, yeah? Or what it does look like, actually, not that what it might look like. Have I opened the form? No, I don't have the form open. Let me open it up. Excuse me for a while, yeah? While I look for the form. Yep, I got it now. Okay. Oops. Yeah, this is the form. I'll do a clearer one here. All right. When you click on the link of the form, you will see a description. I'm a very wordy person. You can see very long. That's the way I write, actually. But you will only need to read this part, A, just to know what to do. It's actually a very simple form. I just tend to write a lot. I like to explain. So this is to all the Inner Wheel clubs, districts, or national governing bodies, and you'll fill out this form about the event of the run that you're going to have, or the walk. Now tell us about it and let us know before the 10th of November. And why before the 10th of November? Because we want to put it down into the website that you are participating and start making the world orange. Yeah. So we will display based on your time zone. What we need to get from you is Now here is what you need to fill in. An event title, very simple, just type down the event title. Something unique, no need to be long, but something that catches the eye. The organizer will be the name of the club, or the district, or the national governing body. I gave examples. Example 1, Inner Wheel Club of Trinidad and Tobago. Example 2, Inner Wheel Great Britain and Ireland with 20 clubs. Just an example. I think this will probably be more than 20 clubs, obviously. Yeah. Okay. How about the event date? That is the date of your event, whether it's a run or a walk. If you have a few days and you're doing it over a stretch, just enter the first day. And where is this going to be held? Which city or town? We don't need to have an address. But with this city or town, we will know the time zone at least you're in. And here, optionally, we need a contact. And if that is optional, if you wish to give. If we need to go back to you, it'll be useful, isn't it? So this is the form for you to let us know about your event. And what are we going to do with this information? You might ask, right? So I'm going to show you. The next thing is back to my screen. Yes. Yeah. So what I'm going to show you is this. We want to make Inner Wheel visible on the globe. So a world map, imagine a world map changing as time progresses, starting from New Zealand when the day starts, ending in America on the other side of the world, showing the united power of Inner Wheel campaign. We will paint the whole world orange as time progresses. And you will find this in the Orange the World website. The map is actually an animated map. Every time, every 4 hours, there will be a time zone painted orange. And why is it painted orange? Because your club, your district, or your NGB will have an event on that time. So we need you to tell us whether are you actually having an event. So that's why we have this globe. And this globe is going to represent Inner Wheel's power, the power of action of Inner Wheel, lighted up in orange. And it will be done repetitively. And then there will be more throughout the 16 days. We are asking you for help. We need your connections. We need your expertise to obtain 1-minute messages. We are looking, for example, for women child protection professionals, survivors, community leaders, or relevant government agencies to say a few words of wisdom or insightful experience. Now, if you know of anyone, please send their 1-minute voice message by email to our Gmail account, which is iw.orangetheworld@gmail.com. You will also find this on the website. You will also find this email address at the WhatsApp group. Now, give us the relevant details of the speaker, and we hope to have a good selection to share out during the few days. Now, this is important because it will be a support to the survivors. The 16 days is a day of focus. There will be a lot of people and they will be led to our place as well. And we want them to know that they are supported. We want to tell survivors we stand by you. So these messages would be helpful. Now, how do 16 days of action matter? The most important, advocating. Advocating prevention leads to elimination. That is the most important for every one of us. That's the awareness that actually we are supposed to tell. While services for survivors are crucial, this is what we have been doing. A lot of clubs do that. A lot of services are done by a lot of other organizations. It's not that it's not good, of course. It is crucial, in fact, and must be strengthened, but they are not enough to end the problem. To truly eliminate violence, Society must play a part to address its root causes. Prevention aims to stop the cycle of violence from ever beginning for future generations. It is not just a hopeful slogan. It is based on evidence that violence is learned behavior and a societal problem, not just individual cases. So a strategy, it is a principle of experts and international organizations like the UN. In fact, it is the UN that highlights prevention leads to elimination. So the only viable strategy is this, but it has conditions and it has challenges of success. So how can the 16 days be impactful? I know that some of you might come with this question. We are just doing it 16 days out of 365 days. How can the 16 days be impactful? Well, maybe to help you with some answers when people ask you that. First, we have a huge global presence. We will take action united as the world's largest women's voluntary service organization. We can't deny that we are part of it. We join Inner Wheel because of that, because we can make an impact. We can collaborate and we can connect. Among us are members with influence and influential connections. You can combine your resources, network, and involve many others besides ourselves. Can you imagine the power of multiplication? And we stand together in world solidarity. It's not just us, together in Orange the World in activism with many other organizations, answering this clarion call of UN Women. UN Women will coordinate the whole world. And to the victims and survivors, when we do this, even for 16 days, we are telling them you're not alone. So for our part, we have that global presence. We can do more. We can collaborate. There are other actions, of course, besides walk and run. And we have messages for the 16 days. You can pick any one and to suit your culture, your country, your hopes. The first I can suggest is engaging with those who can make change. So evidence shows that change in social norms and attitudes take a generation or more to fully take hold. It is long-term and needs policies and legislature, which ultimately depends on political will. Now, the voice of citizens, which are us, will matter to ensure consistency through all those political cycles and of elections and shifting policies and priorities. It's our voice that keeps these people in tow. Therefore, engage your councillors, political representatives, members of parliament in your activities. You can do it by inviting them to a forum, officiate the opening of a safe shelter, or when applying for approvals for a walk or run for Orange the World. Involve them. Tell them we care. Tell them our concerns. Rather than keeping quiet, isn't it? Step up now. Take action. So there are many other actions. For example, promoting education, respect, meaning of respect. Actually, respect is an acronym from the UN. I want you to look it up. It stands for something. Talk about rights, talk about accountability. There are other actions you can take to highlight the needs of aid organizations, particularly funding. Amplify the voices of women and children in distress. Transform the root causes of harmful norms. Reassure the victims and survivors we stand with you. It all depends on your country's needs, on the culture's needs. Again, I say, and I say again, step up now. Take action. Now for 16 days, well, let's make 16 days work for a brighter future. Imagine the power of media. 16 days of words, images, videos, voices, especially with digital media today. And when I talk about media, of course, it also means newspapers, radio, but digital media today, it can spread. It is speedy, repetitive, persistent, and the new word, generative. If you post the right messages, it will help generate the right intelligence. For social media can be a powerful tool for generating the right intelligence and spreading positive messages to combat violence against women and girls. Now, what you post today in WhatsApp, in your Facebook, in any digital media, it can be picked up. Intelligence that can be trained. The artificial intelligence that we hear of today. Intelligence that can be beneficial for a brighter future. If you are following my line of reasoning, you must realize by now that wrong messages can work against. Isn't that right? So what is our strategy? What can we all do? What can our voices, our messages do? We must unite on this mission and use the power of media. We must maximize on the positive social impact. Otherwise, the big bad wolf wins. You don't want that. We don't want that. So 16 days can be inspiring. You can be inspiring. You can be motivating. We encourage you to create and share insightful graphic, motivating phrases, share in your social media and workshops, etc. Now, during the 16 days, there is a worldwide focus. So it means a lot to survivors to read inspiring and motivating messages. As we know, Orange the World is an UN coordinated program. These 16 days was defined by the UN. And if I'm not mistaken, since about 2008. This year, the theme for 2025, the UN has chosen Unite to End Digital Violence Against Women and Girls. Now, as if we haven't had it bad enough, isn't it? Violence is now also digital. Now, digital tools are increasingly being used to stalk, harass, and abuse women and girls. A perpetrator is still a perpetrator, whatever ways they use. So I want you to read more. There's a lot to be said here about digital violence, but there's too little time to elaborate here. And I leave you to do some research, and we can revisit this another time. So once your event has concluded, we would like you to tell us briefly on your success stories in the campaign. Your story is not only the walk and run, but can be any interesting initiative for the campaign. We invite you to post your story in the Orange the World WhatsApp group. So that's the link. And including 1 or 2 photos, add maybe 1 short video if you are doing that, and if it's available. And we hope to get a selection to be posted in the Orange the World website as highlights of the 2025 campaign. Now that's for posterity, isn't it? There will be resources available. They're all in our website. I think Yus has already told you and shown you how to get in there. Whatever it is, whatever you don't know, just go to the website. It is all there, summarized. We have logos, artwork, promotional ideas, and maybe more. You can send us yours. I know that my district has a t-shirt and we'll be posting it there. I gave you, there will be a Zoom background. My Zoom background is there. It's yours for you to take. You can use it for your own Zoom meetings. Now, we will also be preparing a press release template for your campaign. It's a template you can add in your own club name or district or whatever, and maybe some details you can change there. I think Sandra will be coming up with a Facebook photo frame as well for sharing your support and Sandra has also created a mobile wallpaper. So go to the website and probably you'll find more things. I shall end now, and I thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Yeok-san, for explaining so much about the 2025 plans, making us realize that we should collaborate to eliminate the big bad wolf. You did give quite a bit of Orange information and inspiration for runs, walks, activities, themes, materials. And you mentioned the Google form. I saw a question in the chat already where they can find it. Could you explain that once more?
You want me to explain it once more? Is it?
Yeah, where,
Marley?
just explain where they can find the Google form, how they get it.
Okay, we're going to post it on the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
The WhatsApp group, and probably in this chat group. Let me go back and look for the link. I'll put it in the chat group. This Zoom chat. That is if you
Okay.
can get it from the Zoom chat. But otherwise, if you have problems, go to the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Okay, it
And
will
I
be
guess-
shared in on the site and in the WhatsApp groups. It
Exactly.
would be great if you all fill out this form. Please share your plans, and not only the walks, but everything that you come up with related to Orange the World for Orange the World 25. Share it with us. And if you have any other questions about the campaign or materials, reach out to the Orange the World Unite team. Together we are InnoWheel, uniting globally for Orange the World. And these 25 plans lead us to the last topic of this Zoom, the Q&A, questions and answers. Please share your questions and comments in the chat so we can talk about it. But I'd like to start with one question for Anita.
Oh,
because
yes.
Anita, you mentioned to include men. Can you explain how you try to do that in your area?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's actually, I saw it also in the chat from Australia, I think. What we did together with Gees, my friend Gees, who is also very much involved, we visit the typical men's clubs. And like the Lions here in the Netherlands. And we do our talk, our Orange the World talk. And actually we use the presentation which Sandra has made and put on the webpage. And you run into really that people don't realize, even more than when you are with women's clubs. And it is an eye-opener how much work we still have to do. And if you are organizing, and I hope you all do, the run and the walk, please invite those clubs. I saw Australia, they are going to do it, and it's really good. And besides that, go to schools. And what we do in our area as well is we walk a special youth walk, awareness walk with schools. So the difference is that there are different questions. It's a little bit at other level, but it's there you have at the beginning of their development, you can already change, bring change. So that is what we are doing. So thank you for asking, Marlies. I love to talk about it. But actually, our presentation, which Sandra has on our webpage, is a fantastic tool to use.
Okay.
I also saw Gail had a question about if we have banners they can use. No, we don't have the banners we can use, but we have the logos online. And if you collaborate with other clubs in your area or with your district or governing body, you can use the logos yourself and coordinate it, whatever you want to make. Yes, so
Okay.
I saw another question about languages. Sorry that I keep going
no,
on,
go ahead.
rattling
I wrote that
going
one
on,
down
but
as
I've
well.
been,
Go ahead.
yeah, the question was the web page is in different languages, but
Yes.
honestly, we are also trying to work on a tool That all languages can be covered, but that is still under study, as we say. We will let you know through the app, or we have another Zoom in October, what the situation is on this. So we are working on that.
And information is not only shared on WhatsApp, because someone mentioned, what if you're not on WhatsApp? Information will be on the website. You can find everything there. And if there's anything missing, send an email and we follow it up. We make sure you get it. Someone asked again about United Nations women information. That will be shared again as well on the website and in the WhatsApp group. And someone asked about pamphlets during the walk. We are not going to make anything for you because it has to fit your local area, your organization, the people you're walking with. But you can use all the logos and promotional material that's on the website to make something that fits your walk. Did you see any more questions, Anita?
I saw a question about working together with other clubs, and how can we show that we are in a wheel? How can we differential from the other clubs? Well, I think that the idea of organizing a awareness run or a walk is quite new. So there is In a Wheel organizing this and inviting, I would prefer to invite all organizations in your area to work together, because this is not an issue which should only be battled by In a Wheel. No, it's a unite issue. So we need to work together. But if we take initiative as In a Wheel, we will be there and we will be different than other clubs. Do I see more questions?
Browsing through the chats. If we missed something, put it down, put it in it again. But overall, thank you for all the compliments we're getting for this Zoom, and we're aiming at we try to create an informative Zoom, and the next one in October will be going more into activities that clubs are going to organize. This one is more to getting everyone up to speed in realizing where we are around Orange the World. Did I miss any questions? I think we sort of covered them. If we missed any, please send them by mail if you want any more, if we miss them out.
Marlies?
Yes.
I think some asked whether there's a PNG version for the logos. There are. The logos, like the palm print just now shown by Yus, is a PNG version. It has a transparent background apart from the palm itself. There are all PNG versions. I myself work with PNG for PowerPoints. They are very useful. But if you have a very large poster, like a hoarding board, huge one, very huge, that you will put by the roadside, you probably can't use the PNG. You probably use what we might call EPS or Illustrator version. For that, email to us and I'll give it to you. Not everybody uses that.
It would be great if everyone's making a huge one, but you're right, not everyone needs that one.
Yeah, you'll tell the whole world and the number of passerby. And I think they did that in India. Past IW editor, media manager in Prabha Raghunathan in India, they did a huge hoarding, and it was on a very busy traffic road.
Okay, all right, that's good promotion for In a Wheel as well, isn't it? Okay.
I see a question about, I am anticipating questions from a school event I hope to organize. How does the trans community fit in this? Violence against that community. Violence against any community, against any women or children, or is always, it's not acceptable. So I think if you go to a school, then I would address this like violence is never ever good to no person, and picking out one group is just not good. That is the way I would support. Maybe somebody else has a good answer to this, but I
Yeah,
think
I agree with you. The aim is that there's just no violence against each other, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no reason
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, and the big issue with the violence against women and girls is from the bottom on, the inequality, the power inequality between men and women, and this is the thing is, people and also children should be aware that sometimes the boys or the men don't realize that they are intimidating, or that they are not. They have boundary crossing behavior. So that has nothing to do with what gender or whatever you are. I think it's very important to address that you be aware what your attitude can sometimes do to another person. Yeah.
Now, I think if we as Inner Wheel all try to make the world a little better, it will have like an effect, like a wave around the world. And we'll see it with the orange wave that's coming when Yoksan gets all the information and she can show it on the map. But,
there's a question from Julian Hellhammer of Germany.
Okay, that's the last one then, I think. Yes.
No, it's not the last one. How can we join the Inner Wheel WhatsApp group? So the Inner Wheel WhatsApp group, I think Yus was the one showing it just now on it. Go to the website if you can. So just remember the website. The website will lead you there. And the website is iw-orangetheworld.com. Yus, can you show the website one, your first slide? Yeah, that's the one. No, the website address, I think, is the better one.
I've put it also in the chat.
Yeah, the website address will lead them there. Your first screen was a website address, wasn't it?
But if you for some reason can't manage to get in, send us an email.
Yeah, that's the
we
one.
help
That's
you
the
on
screen.
it.
Yeah,
That's probably the
Yus
easiest
is
way.
showing it.
We can always add people to the WhatsApp group. So just reach out to us if there's anything that's not clear.
Yeah. I have one remark, Iklal. She says, if you are working with schools, always work with the school teachers and psychologists. We in the Netherlands, in my area, we are also working with youth coaches. So we try to get all the organizations who are involved with violence against women and girls involved. So yeah, make it as big as you can.
Okay, thank you. Then I want to go towards the closure.
Sorry, Marlies. There's someone, Beer from Salzburg, Austria. Are we allowed to stick the logos on the UN posters?
I answered that question, Yuksan. I answered that private. Yeah, I answered that in that chat group. We have our own logos to use, and if you want to use any other logos, you have to ask permission at the organization you are using the logos for. We cannot give permission for UN Women.
Okay.
There is a raised hand from Maria from Greece.
Did she put a question in the?
Yes, she raised her hand.
Hello. Hello, I was on mute, that's why I could not talk. I am Maria Pliarchopoulos from 247 District of Greece. I would like to thank you very much for all the information you gave us, but I would like to propose something that is very important. I think that the power of the television and the media generally, newspapers, to contact a very famous actor or actress.
Yes.
In order to come to the television and speak about all this movement that we are doing. I think that it is very important. I would like to think it about and to discuss it again in October.
Thank you. It's really important to reach out to them too. I think it was mentioned in a few presentations around examples of last year and also about that we should reach out to media next year. But thanks for emphasizing that one. Maybe we can all share the little orange hands to famous people everywhere that come on television, so we show it.
Yeah, if I may say, added that last year, my national representative from Malaysia, she was on national television broadcast to talk about Orange the World for that event, during the Orange the World event. So yes, by all means. And there was a suggestion from someone in Jordan, I think, when we had our Zoom in February, wasn't it, Marlies? They suggested a celebrity as well. So I think it's a very good idea, Maria. Very good idea.
Yeah. Yes. And I think with our global walks and runs, we must somebody in the world, in our inner wheel world must have connections with the big media like the BBC and CNN and whatever, because we have a global club, and I think we should try to get this global covered. Can somebody use their network to get us connected to them?
I have another idea. I have another idea. Talking about celebrities, I'm so sorry, I just have to jump in. Do you know of a famous sports celebrity? Just invite them to launch or run along during your walk or run, awareness walk or run. I tell you, many people will join you. They just want to come and shake hands with the celebrity sportsman or sportswoman.
Right. Yeah. All right. I think we are going to end the Zoom.
Yes.
Marlies, I think it's
I'll
your
try
turn.
to.
But yeah, but before you end it, I really would like to thank you for moderating this Zoom in an excellent way, and all the team members, the Unite team members, for all their work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for participating in this Zoom, filled with orange information, motivation, inspiration. Please share it around the world. If we all step up together, we can make the orange difference. Her safety, our priority. Let's unite in action. Thank you very much for attending. Hope to see you again during the next Zoom on the 15th of October. This was today's Zoom. Thank you very, very much for being there, and let's make the world orange. Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Regards from
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you for a nice
Bye.
program and Zoom, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye, dear
Bye bye
friends.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
All the best.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you.
Coordinator and everyone.
Thank you.
Goodbye from Australia. Bye everyone. Thank you. Bye everyone. Goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Billy Shikoni from Nigeria.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye everyone. Thank you. Bye everyone.
Wish you all the best. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Meet again in October.
Bye sisters.
We'll do our best. Thank you.
Bye.